Welcome everybody to another video of Ancient Greece Reloaded. Today we will talk about the famous commander Sciron, the famous Megarian military leader. By the way, if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so as to stay tuned for upcoming videos. In Greek mythology, there are two famous characters that go by the name of Sciron, the famous robber and the famous military commander. In regards to Sciron the robber, we have already talked about him in our video called The Six Labors of Theseus, which you can watch and learn more about him. In this video we will talk about Sciron, the famous commander. Starting off with his family tree, his parentage depends on the source that you study and may vary. Sources like Plutarch, Pausanias, Apollodorus, etc. In short, his parentage is as follows: Pelops and Hippodameia, or Poseidon and Hippodameia, or Canithos and Iniochi, a daughter of Theseus, which made him a cousin of Theseus. Finally, we have the version of Sciron being the son of Pelops, king of Megara, and thus great-grandson of King Lelex. As stated, Pelops was a king of Megara, but he would give the throne to his son-in-law Pandion before going into exile. After Pandion, the throne was passed to Nissos, Pandion's son, but this was the cause of a dispute between Nissos and Sciron, for Sciron believed the throne was rightfully his. This dispute was resolved when King Aeacus was brought to arbitrate, with Aeacus ruling that Nissos would become king and Sciron would become commander of the Megarian army. Some tell of Endiis being the daughter of Sciron, born to either Chariclo or Pandion's daughter. Later on, Endiis would become the wife of King Aeacus, although Endiis is more commonly said to have been the daughter of the famous centaur Chiron. That being said, Megara would become a target for Minos' Crete, for Nissos sided with Athens when Minos demanded compensation after his son Androgeos was killed in Athens. Thus, the Cretan fleet and army would come to Megara, with Megara falling to Minos' troops after the treachery of Scylla, Nissos' daughter. As a military commander, it would be assumed that Sciron led the defense of Megara during the war, and that assumption would lead to believe that Sciron was killed during this defense, but this is not specifically mentioned in any source. Athens would of course subsequently have to pay tribute to Minos in the form of youths and maidens as sacrifice to the Minotaur. Sciron was credited with building the road between Athens and Corinth, and this is perhaps where the tale of Sciron the Bandit comes in, with Athenians vilifying the Megarian because of the rivalry between the two city-states. Assuming that Sciron did not die in the war with Crete, nor was he killed when thrown from the cliff edge by Theseus, then the following version of Sciron's death would be a possibility. Plutarch tells of Theseus having established himself in Athens and sought to expand the territory governed by Athens. Theseus set his sights upon Eleusis, ruled by Diocles, who was a king and one of the first priests of Demeter. Sciron led the army that sought to defend Eleusis, but it was in the battle that followed that Sciron was killed by Theseus, and in the end Eleusis was annexed from Megara. Let us finish with the following saying: "This is life, not to live only for yourself." Menander. That being said, remember guys to hit the like button and to subscribe to our channel, it would help us a lot. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for upcoming videos.